Flat bill, Randy. It's called a flat bill, not a flat brim. Now, this is not necessarily what I wanted my YouTube channel to be about, but since Randy blocks comments or deletes comments, he likes to censor his channels because he isn't man enough to hear opinions that he doesn't like. I have no other choice but to voice my opinion through making my own videos, posting it to my channel. So what I'm here to say is that Randy's a total hypocrite. You know, he keeps talking about how technology is ruining the sport of bass fishing, except he's only talking about one technology he doesn't like. And he's not talking about the greater impact of bass fishing that social media has had. Conveniently, the technology he's making money from. And let's be real, the amount of people that bass fish that actually have boats and that can actually afford forward-facing sonar and use forward-facing sonar is a small percentage of the people that are bass fishing. But everyone that's bass fishing is watching YouTube channels or they're on Instagram and they're getting way more information and learning how to bass fish and being encouraged to bass fish through social media. Guys aren't getting into bass fishing because of forward-facing sonar. Guys aren't like, oh man, you see they got forward-facing sonar now? I want to learn how to bass fish. No, it's going on YouTube and listening to guys like Randy teach you how to fish. Guys like Randy that you can subscribe to his website or have a personal, email back and forth, and he'll break down your lake for you and tell you where to fish and how to fish it and what to use and what time of year. That's having a way greater impact on the amount of fish that are being caught versus the small percentage of bass fishermen that are out using forward-facing sonar. And I'm not here to defend forward-facing sonar. Sorry. I'm not here to defend it. It's not something I'm into. I don't plan on getting it unless I start guiding on my local lake and, I need it to, people want to catch fish, and if it helps you catch fish, then I would probably look into it then. But look, I got a 7-inch Lowrance Elite up there and a 7-inch hook right here. That's all I want. I want to be able to see how deep it is, water temp. I use my console unit for GPS to help me stay in the river channel so I don't knock my lower unit off on a tree stump. And that's about it, fine grass lines. But social media has impacted, I've been fishing for 35 years, since I was a little kid. And when I was a little kid, what did I do every Sunday morning? Watch Bill Dance, watched all the, Shaw Grisby and all those guys, all the fishing shows that were on then. And then social media. Now, tactical bassing has helped me catch more fish than forward-facing sonar has. Instagram and following guys like, Oliver Nye have inspired me to get into, fishing big swim baits. These big swim bait, all these, fishing manufacturers or, fishing companies aren't making money because of forward-facing. Well, I guess now, there's specific forward-facing sonar baits, but they're on social media selling baits. Randy's selling baits. How many times he's shouting out, use his code for Tackle Warehouse. He does a video on, this mega bass bait and then says, use my code, because he gets a kickback. And he's a total hypocrite. He's a total hypocrite. He only calls out the technology that's not putting money in his pocket. He's just a boomer shaking his fist at the sky that this next generation of bass fishermen are going about it a different way. And the old guard can't keep up. Now, is it having an impact? I'm sure forward-facing sonar is having an impact. he did a video yesterday which he mixed up evolution and adaptation. Fish will adapt. They're going to get used to hearing the pings from the forward-facing sonar. They're going to get used to being caught in areas that, they thought they were safe on and move to different areas. And, he talks himself in circles. He talks himself in circles, and eventually forward-facing sonar is not going to be as effective as it was before, and you're going to have to go back to the more traditional ways of fishing. And I just think it's funny that he's out here constantly, bashing the bro dudes and the flat brimmers and stuff for using forward-facing sonar to catch fish while he's making his living off of social media. He's just a total hypocrite, and I'm gonna keep calling it out. I'm gonna keep watching his channel, and I'm gonna keep calling out his bull crap and the things that he says, because he won't let me. Well, I don't know if he has blocked me yet, but I know he'll censor comments he doesn't like. So I have to resort to making my own videos and calling him out this way. Is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You think he's a total hypocrite for making money off social media, off of technology? Do you think he's a hypocrite for only calling out one form of technology? Because I promise you this, more fish have been caught because of Instagram and YouTube than have been caught because of forward-facing sonar. Guarantee you more people got into bass fishing because of social media than because forward-facing sonar was available to them. Total joke, dude. What a total hypocrite.